Okay, quick tutorial. We're logged into the admin at Triggered Heart. If you don't know where that is, it's triggeredheart.com and just add WP-admin to the end of that and log in. Events is what we're going to look at right now, which is where you manage all of your gigs basically. So if I click on events, I get a list of what's here. If I want to add a new event, I can just add new. I simply have to give each event a name. We'll just call the big club. So we'll just pretend you're playing at the big club. I can put stuff in here, any information I want, like all ages show, something like that. I can obviously use this to select the date and time. So let's say it's on the 4th of July, and it's 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I could basically just go ahead. There's other stuff I can add in here. It's all optional. A lot of different stuff, but you don't really need it. And then I can hit publish, and essentially what I get is we'll preview it here real quick. But essentially I get this. Oh, it's not published. That's why I can't preview it. All right, we'll publish it. I can preview it here. So what you get is you get a listing for the big club, and in amongst upcoming shows, it fits right where it belongs in July in the order. So it just shows up there automatically. If you want to ever get rid of any of them, you can go to events, and I can go to the big club, and I can just say trash, and it's gone. So that's all there is to that. The other thing I can show you on the site is some of the stuff about, for example, this is a page that's linked to the bios. I don't know that you want to change a lot of this, but if you did want to change things like the bios, that's where these different posts are. So essentially they are posts. In WordPress, basically you have pages as the main content. Those are not something that is changed as much, but the posts are where you want to change things. And obviously here's each one of them. So if we want to edit this one, I can go in here. Now, one of the things you'll see is that there's plain text, which has code on it, and there's visual, which does not. So I would do this in visual if you're not an expert with code, obviously. And you can change things in here and hit update, and that'll change. The image itself is this featured image, so that automatically shows up on this post. In other words, it's automatically formatted to show this big fixed picture here with this title and the read more link. That's all automatically configured. So what you're changing is the content area here. So again, that's this box. You could change the name, I guess, if you wanted to do something else, but that's probably not likely to be something you want to change either. You just hit update when you're done, though, and that's all there is to it. Good news with this system is if you change something, you think, oh no, that's not what I want to do. I saved it and I wrecked everything. Now what am I going to do? Right here is a thing called revisions. And I can browse revisions, and I can actually go back and say, well, here's what it was before, and here's what it is now. So here, 2 weeks ago it was this. Now it's this. So I could go back to 2 weeks ago and see restore this version. I'm not going to do that because that's old. But at any time you can always go back. If you make a mistake, save it, think that's not what I wanted to do, you can always go back to previous version. I mentioned again posts, so that's your posts for your bios. The events are the events that you're posting for your gigs. Gallery is another thing. That's where your images are, your picture gallery is. So under gallery, Manage galleries. You could create a bunch more. It gets complex. I just have a general gallery. So you can go into your general gallery and see the images that are here. You can delete them, do stuff to them, but the other thing you can do is you could add more images to them. So uh, I think it's under Manage Albums. No, it's Galleries. Add gallery images. Sorry, here it is. I think I remember how this works. So at any point, let's say you got a bunch of computer pictures on your computer. Add gallery images. Sorry. You want to make sure you've got the gallery selected. Add files, and then you get this thing. You can go to your computer and say, okay, well, here's all my pictures. Okay, I'm going to add pictures here, and it'll upload them all, and you hit save when you're done. So that's easy enough there. Only other thing I'll say is, there are pages to edit if you wanted to. Things like cart, those aren't editable. Those are cart pages for the shopping cart. The gallery page isn't really editable. That's just a place that's set to display the gallery, so there's nothing to really do there. So pretty much, like I said, you're going to edit your posts. In other words, your bios stuff. Gallery, add gallery images. Pick your gallery, add your files. Other thing you're going to do is your events. So your gigs. Get a gig, go ahead, add it new, put it in there, and hit save. So that's kind of the nutshell version. If you have questions, obviously you can get a hold of me, but that should get you started.